Hey everyone, as you can see, I could not handle that cold air. It was very dangerous. Plus, my hand is literally just dry, as you can see. See right here? You see, like, it feels like I'm old or something. It's really bad, the cold air. I think there's some ice that's growing. It's, like, really cold. Look at this. It's so bad, the cold air, that it's causing so much moisture. It's a nightmare. And it's really bad. Um, Not just only that, mold is some parts of the mold is growing, and this building is really bad. Basically what's going on here is basically these as you can see, it's just really, the walls are just literally sweating. Literally, you see that wet stuff? It's all wet. Moisture. It's really bad, this cold air. And I just really hear those winds. It's really strong. And I'm going to show you why Cold Front Mivelle is one of the most history books. The most history books of the studies of geographic of science, of Earth science. And I'm going to explain to you why it's a history, because it's a very bad, more powerful than Cold Front Yard. Basically, Cold Front Yard was like just about 31 degrees. Breaking lowest temperature. That's all. The first breaking lowest temperature was just 31 degrees, going from 27 degrees. That basically happened about in October. But this cold front that hit here just literally just blew me off. It was like, literally, it just felt like it was Cold Front Sandy that hit since I believe it was 2014 of the year. And basically they didn't really name Cold Front Sandy. After a few days later, they named it Typhoon, because there was a typhoon, and that was very strong El Nino that was in Japan, and it pushed the typhoon up to Alaska, and it basically pushed the cold air. So we call it the Super Cold Front Typhoon, because it was part of the typhoon area. So that's why they call it Super Cold Front Typhoon. But I'm not gonna jump into that part. What I'm gonna jump is right here on my tablet. I'm gonna show you why Cold Front Mivelle is the worst cold front that we ever faced by 2016. And let me show you why. The reasoning why is, number one, it feels like Cold Front Typhoon, Super Cold Front Typhoon. So what we call this right now, and this is the temperature right now, and I'm really in shock of the temperature. We have a gale warning right now. A gale warning is basically strong winds that goes to 34 to 47 kT. It's another way of saying miles per hour. It's really strong. Gale winds are basically like strong winds. It feels like look at the temperature right now. It feels like it's -5 degrees because of the wind. It's partly cloudy and wind. It's really bad. It feels like right now below 5 degrees, and I'm gonna say it again. It feels like below 5 degrees. This is exactly determination how it was bad from Super Cold Front Typhoon. Before the first name, it was called Sandy. This Cold Front Mivelle is part of the histories of Cold Front Sandy that hit New York City since 2014. And let me show you why. Look, the temperature is going to go down 11 degrees. That's the first breaking world temperature that's going to go down. It's going to be really bad. And give me a sec right here. I'm going to show you the radar. So this is our area, New York, right here. And I'm going to do something really cool. You're going to like this. We're going to go observe and feels like. This is how bad it is. Literally, the whole thing. This area is purple in the radar. And I'm going to show you how it's going to play future. It's a very powerful super cold front that hit, and it's going to get even worse tonight. As you can see, it's going to get even more impacted by 1:45, 2 o'clock a.m. Then it's going to go from 2:15. Oh, that's even worse. These wind right here in this area is called the epidemic depression. What the academic depression is basically these very strong winds that are starting right here. Nigeria is even worse. Temperatures are 9 degrees. This one is even 9 degrees as well. But it feels even more below than the area that I'm living here, which is right about here. Basically, I live right here in this area. It is so bad that it's literally purple. It's bad. It's really bad. Let me show you the winds. Let's see how the wind speeds are. Literally, the wind speeds are really bad. It's really, really poor to go outside if you're gonna buy something in the store. Basically, it is really bad. You see those the ones that are darkish blue. As you can see, the ones that are darkish blue are the strongest winds. Right here, there's having strongest winds. Right here is just light, normal. Even though, and I'm gonna show you, even though there's no wind, it is still frigid. No matter how, even it doesn't matter how the bad the wind is. It matters how bad the cold air is, basically. But here, it still is part of a very, very bad situation. And let me show you something what's really going on since it's very cold. You see right here, the walls, they're basically peeling off because the walls are basically sweating. And it's really bad. The reason why it's sweating because of this AC, they need to break this down. It is really bad. This building really sucks, by the way. So I'm just gonna tell you that it's really bad. Let's play the future right now. How the winds are gonna be. Okay, it's playing from 12 o'clock a.m. Basically, the winds get even stronger. As I can see, the winds are gonna still push in the northeast. It's gonna get even worse. That's 115. Still bad. 130, 145, still bad. So 145 will be the worst. Because the winds are going to basically push the worst combat in New York. Even including this area right here, which is in Pennsylvania, which is called Hezelit Tamaqua, which is going to be really bad. It's going to be very, very, very cold. So, everyone, I just prepare you. Be prepared for this cold front. If you're outside, it's really strong winds. It is very strong, gusty winds that are out there right now. Let me show you the alerts. Okay, other alerts. Let's see. Click that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm having technical difficulties. Marine. Oh, well, since they're, oh, there we go. So right here, we're issuing a gale warning, and it's really bad. So the wind, right now, the center of the low pressure of this very strong super cold front is basically right over here. The center is right, literally, just literally. If you just zoom this, it's just right here. So the winds are right, pushing like this. So what's going to happen once it goes to 115, the center of Cold Front Mivelle is going to be moving this way, and then it's going to go like this. And then it's going to go move back up, and then very close to New York, and then it's going to move up, then right here to Danbury, then it's going to go to New Haven, then Middletown, and then it's going to move back away. So basically what's going to happen, this is going to be 1 o'clock, 1:15, 2:15, 3 o'clock. And then once it goes this way, it's going to go very fast, and that's when it's going to be picking up the very strong winds. So, people, be prepared for this. This is where I live, Inglewood Cliffs, right here. It's part of New Jersey. But I hope you guys prepare yourself for this, because it's a really, really bad situation. Let's see what South Carolina issued. They have issued a lake wind advisory. Basically, lake wind advisory is when the moisture picks up, and it picks all this moisture from here, and which makes it very stronger. That's why we had a little bit of flurries that were coming around. So it's going to go like this, and then it's going to go like that, very close to New York, and then boom. Even though it did not hit the center, we are literally going to the wall of the center. We are literally going to get smashed into the wall of the center of the cold front. That's why the winds are getting very strong and really highly impacted. So, guys, be prepared. It's not going to be ended. It's going to, I think it's going to end probably a half week of a day. So, tomorrow, it's going to still feel cold. It's going to be right here at the center, basically. That'll be tomorrow. So people, be prepared. Morning is gonna still be right here in Massachusetts. It's gonna be very, very frigid there. So be prepared and be prepared for this weather. It's very cold. Wear a scarf. Wear a jacket. It's a ready winter. It's a winter feel. And peace out.